This is the eccentric disassembled diagram. Okay, so this is the part 1. Okay, so this is the part 2. Then this one is a part 3, part 4, part 5 and part 6. So part 1 is the straps, part 2 is the sheave, part 3 is the packing strip. This is the packing strip. Part 4 is the part 4 is the strap bolt. Okay, so part 5 is the stud with nut. So part 6 is the eccentric rod. Okay, so in this procedure, okay, so you need to draw this portion. So part 1, okay, after completion of this one, okay, so please draw the part 2, okay, in part 1. That means please insert part 2 diagram in part 1. Okay, so here itself. Okay, and then after completion of this one, okay, you need to draw part number 6. Okay, so please insert the part number 6 here. Okay, so at this section, the next one is, okay, so after completion of this one and this one, okay, and this one, so please draw the part number is 5 and part number 4. Okay, so please draw the part number 5 and part number 4. So part number 4 is the stud with nut. The quantity of stud with nut is 2. So please draw the part number 4 here. Okay, so and here only at the top and bottom. Okay, you should draw the strap bolt at the top and bottom sections. Okay, so and you should draw the stud with nut and this section. Okay, so part number 5, so draw the here and here. Okay, the quantity of the part number 5 is 2. You should draw the this diagram. Okay, so at this section and at this section. Okay, so now see here, the black color dimension is in terms of 1:1 ratio. The red color dimension is in terms of 1:2 ratio. Okay, so in this video I taken 1:2 ratio. See here, so 1:2 ratio. Then black color dimension is the black color dimension is in the form of 1:1 ratio. The red color dimension is 1:2 ratio. Okay, so in this video I taken 1:2 ratio dimension. I drawn complete this diagram. Okay, the end of this diagram, okay, I drawn this portion and this portion by free hand. So please don't draw this portion the free hand. Okay, so already you know the procedure how to draw a bolt and nuts. Okay, so that's why in this video I drawn this portion and this portion by the free hand. So draw one circle. The circle diameter is 95 mm. Okay, so in this procedure I taken 1:2 ratio. 95. Okay, after completion of that one, so please take 100 mm diameter, means take 50 mm radius and draw another circle like this. Another circle like this. Draw center axis of that circles. After completion of these two circle, you need to draw the another circle. Okay, so the circle diameter is 115 mm. Okay, so please take the radius, that means 115 by 2, so 57.5, 57.5, 57.5, and draw another circle, So take 70 mm from the center point and mark above the center axis and below the center axis. So draw one horizontal line at the bottom and top. Draw one horizontal line passing through the point. After completion of this one, you need to draw the packing strip. Okay, so draw like this. The packing strip, so width is 2 mm left side of the center axis, and again take 2 mm right side of the center axis, like this. The total width of packing strip is 4 mm. Okay, so please take 2 mm left side, and so again take a right side. Draw like this. So this is the packing strip. Draw the packing strip like this. Okay, 30 mm from here to here, so mark 1 point. So again take 30, so mark 1 point. Okay, so at the top also take 30 mm. Okay, so like this. So please mark 30 mm distance. Okay, so draw the one axis, center axis. After completion of, so this is for bolt portion, so please take 4 mm above the axis and 4 mm below the axis and draw two horizontal lines. Draw like this. Okay, at the bottom also you need to draw these three lines. Okay, so draw one horizontal line at the end of the circle. Okay, so please take the bolt diameter is 8 mm, so that please take 4 mm above the axis and again take 4 mm below the axis and draw two horizontal lines like this. Okay, so draw one vertical line. So already, so we marked 30 mm points. Okay, so draw vertical lines like this. Just extend this portion like this. So please extend that line. Okay, so So please take from that point to, this line is 10 mm, 10 mm, 10 mm. Okay, so please draw one line. Okay, draw like this, draw like this. Okay, so please take 62.5 from the center axis. So 62.5 from the center axis, but actual distance is 125. So now I am taking 1:2 ratio. Okay, so please take 62.5 distance from the center point of part 1. Okay, then from here to here is 62.5. Now I am taking 1:2 ratio. Please remember this point. Okay, so draw one vertical line. Okay, the height of line is total 140. So please take 70, sorry, the actual length is 140, so please take in 1:2 ratio, so that the length, total height of the line is 70. So please take 35 mm above the center axis, again take 35 mm below the center axis. Okay, so draw like this, just extend that portion. Okay, so this is a draw one curved line like this, draw a one curved line like this. Okay, similar way draw at the bottom also. Okay, after completion of this one, so please erase that portion, so all dimensions are available in diagram. Okay, so take 23.7.5 above the center axis and below the center axis, and mark 2 points like this. Okay, so draw one horizontal line, draw the horizontal line. So this is the center axis of the part 5, that means stud with nut. Okay, so the stud dimension is 16. Okay, so this is 1:1 ratio. Now I am taking 1:2 ratio, so please take 8 mm. Okay, so the deep is 25 by 2, that means 12.5. so please take the deep, that means width equal to 12.5. Okay, so draw like this. So draw the similar length and width of the stud with nut. at the bottom also. Okay, 12.5 deep, that means width of the stud with nut 12.5. Then so please insert part 2 in part 1. Okay, so please take 16 and mark 1 point, 16 and mark 1 point. Draw this arc, so take 32.5 radius. Okay, so that is the center point. So draw arc like this. Okay, the radius of this arc is 32.5. Next, so please take, so this is the center point, another arc. Okay, so this arc radius is 38.5. 38.5. Now I am taking 1:2 ratio, 38.5. Okay, the radius, so this is the 6 radius. So draw one arc. Okay, this arc radius is 6. Okay, 2 points. Okay, from that axis 5 mm above the axis and 5 mm below the axis. Okay, so draw like this, draw two horizontal lines like this. Okay, the radius of this arc is 6 in terms of 1:1 ratio. The circle diameter is 40 mm. Okay, so draw the circle like this. So this is the center point of the circle. Okay, so what is the name of second part? Sheave. Okay, the circle diameter is 40 mm. Take 5 mm. So mark one point. So 5 mm above the axis and 5 mm below the axis. Okay. So take the keyway width is 3.5. 3.5, then 3.5. Okay, the vertical line height is 10. So please take above center axis is 5 and below is 5. Radius and draw another circle. Take 28 radius and draw another circle like this. Okay, so after completion of this one, so draw the, so part number 6. Okay, eccentric rod. So then draw like this. The width of the eccentric rod is 8 mm. 8 mm. The height is 70. Height is 70. Okay, so width is 8. Okay, mark 11.25 above the center axis and again take 11.25 below the center axis. Okay, draw one horizontal line at the top and bottom of the center axis. So draw the arc. The radius of this arc is R10. So this side also, so please take the radius is R10. So draw the two curved portions at the top and bottom like this. The total length of the eccentric rod is 510. So please draw the eccentric rod like this. The total length of the eccentric rod is 510. Okay, that is in the form of 1:1 ratio. So now I taken 255 in the form of 1:2 ratio. So draw this eccentric rod like this. So mark 5.5 above the axis and mark 5.5 so below the axis. Draw the eccentric rod portion. So this is the cutting section. The circles at the end of eccentric rod. The radius of the circle is, outer circle is R8. Okay, so after completion of this one you need to draw remaining two circles. Okay, the inner one is a 10 diameter, the next one is a 9 diameter. Okay, all dimensions are available in diagram. I drawn strap bolt and stud with nut by the free hand. So because of already you know the procedure how to draw a bolts.